Hello everyone, welcome to video 7 from the asset series. Today we are going to see 3 grade 9 questions from the math asset paper for standard 9. So if you look at the top left question here, 0.5% of a number is same as dash of the number. So first, x% of y translates to x by 100. Percent is for every 100. So x by 100 of in mathematics translates to a multiplication in terms of the operator. So it is nothing but xy by 100. So 0.5% of a number is same as dash of the number. So 0.5% of y will be 0.5 by 100 into y. 0.5 itself is half. That by another 100, if you think of, correct, which becomes 1 by 200. Here also it says dash of the number. It means 1 by 200 of the same number. So this option is correct. 0.5 by 100 is actually already there is a decimal by 100. So 2 more points it should go, you will get this. But if you look at the options, they are all in the fraction that we got only. So this is much easier. 1 by 2 by 100 becomes 1 by 2 into 1 by 100. Because normally when a fraction is there in the denominator, we will multiply by reciprocal. But even otherwise, since the numerator has a fraction, some students tend to get confused. The numerator remains the same. The division operation changed into multiplication. The 100 by 1, that's not explicitly written here, becomes 1 by 100. Half into 100 becomes 1 by 200, and that is the answer here. Now, going to the question on the right. A military aircraft flying over a certain country at night took some images with a night vision camera. They have circled it here. They noticed some strange looking building. One such building is circled in the image below. What could be the shape of the building? So the top view, when we are looking at it from the top, we clearly see that in 3D, there are 4 markings, demarcations like this. And you see that it is slightly lifted. It's not flat. The 3D structure, it looks like, it has that emboss. You can see the dimension there. So clearly when you look at it, if it was a cube, which is A, when you look from the top, all you should see is just a square. Or even if it was a cuboid, the top view should be the rectangle, which is the top face. So clearly not this one. This is a triangular pyramid. So 3 at the base, all the edges from each vertex of the base leading to the top. But this from the top would again look like a triangle only. In fact, the net looks like the top view. So this would be like this. So clearly this is not. This is a triangular prism. So when you see from the top, you will see this side and this side. So all you should see is something like this. Or something that flattens out like this, which is clearly, the shape looks okay, but we don't see this X. The fourth one is a square pyramid. The base is a square. From each of the vertices of a base, the edge goes up all the way to form the apex. So when you look from the top, you will see the basis shape, which is a square with all these edges which form an X. So clearly it is choice D. I hope that was clear. A distinct feature of a pyramid or something that tells a prism and a pyramid apart is that pyramids always will join at the apex. Whatever may be the shape of the base, the pyramid takes its name from that. This triangular pyramid. This square pyramid, because here base is triangle, here base is square. But whereas this is a prism, because for a prism, when you cut or slice it vertically and view the cross section is when you see from the side, the shape should remain the same. So obviously, if you've noticed, the Toblerone chocolate is a popular one, right? When you just cut it, still you get the same chunk or the same shapes. That is what this is. Here, even if I make a cut here, I'm going to get the similar shape on the front and a similar one at the back. So, a distinct apex on the top means it's definitely a pyramid. If there's no such thing, the other is possibly a prism which has a uniform cross section, whatever it may be. And the name is taken from the shape of the cross section. Here it's triangle, so triangular prism. If it's pentagon, pentagonal prism, hexagon, hexagonal prism, and so on. Now coming to the last question at the bottom. Which one of the following is greatest? You see huge numbers on the first and then 7 by 18 with different operators. Obviously, you don't need to calculate. It's just not humanly possible and it is not the optimistic way. And the question explicitly says that, because for some students who get confused, do not waste your time. It specifically says you need not calculate. 2011, 2011, 2011. It is a 12-digit number. Here plus, minus, into, division with 7 by 18. Now if you think, ignore the 2011, that big number, and just for understanding purpose, I am taking 1. 1 plus 7 by 18. 1 minus 7 by 18. 1 into 7 by 18. 1 divided by 7 by 18. Let us analyze these to understand what is actually going on. 7 by 18 is a fraction, is a proper fraction, which means the numerator is greater than the denominator. Clearly, the value of 7 by 18 is lesser than 1. So, that's a very small value. It's a decimal value that's lesser than 1. When added to 1, would produce a little increment above 1. So, which means A will give you some value that is little more than this 12-digit number. B is subtraction. Clearly, you're minusing a positive value, although small, from this. So, B will definitely be lesser than this 12 digits. So, of A and B, clearly A is bigger. So, that rules out B from our list. C, you are multiplying it. So, any number multiplied with the 1 is itself. And when you multiply it by something greater than 1, the number becomes more. And when you multiply it with something lesser than 1, the number becomes lesser. So clearly, this also is going to give you a smaller value, the option C. This big 12-digit number multiplied by 7 by 18, which itself is lesser than 1, is going to give something that is clearly lesser than this 12-digit number. So C also is lesser than A and is ruled out. Now the options or what we need to consider are just A and D. D is this big number is divided by 7 by 18. Now, division normally makes the number smaller. But when you divide by a fraction, especially the fraction's denominator is small, which means the result is going to be very, very big. Here, this will give us 25 by 18. Here, this will give us 11 by 18. This is going to give 7 by 18. So, that's why we clearly ignore these two which are smaller than the first. This is going to give us 18 by 7. So, when you look at it, 25 by 18 will still give you 1 point something. 18 by 7 is going to give you 2 point something. It's just a comparison to make you understand what is the implication of dividing a number by a proper fraction. The result will greatly be increased than its original value. So clearly here D should be the answer regardless of this first number, be it a small or a big, as long as it's positive and greater than 1. I hope that was clear. I will see you all in another video. Thank you.